Welcome into 5 Wide Fantasy. Today's video, the people have been asking for it, a SuperFlex mock draft. We got a number of bodies in the office here helping us complete this mock draft. They really wanted it in, so you know fantasy football season is arriving, has arrived. But major announcement. This is the first time this has gotten out. This will be on every video this week to remind you. We are doing a giveaway, $100 of site credit OwnersBox, and a jersey of your choice.
Wow.
All you have to do, subscribe to the channel. And because this is the internet and we don't trust you, you need to DM us either on Twitter or send me a message in our Discord with a screenshot of your subscription. You'll be entered into the giveaway. We will announce the winner. I believe we'll probably do that next week. We'll do that next week. I'll have a date firmed up for you guys very soon, but that is coming next week.
Question. Can employees enter the contest?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You'll have to buy your own jersey.
That's tough.
You can ask Boss Man, actually. Maybe he'll do something for you.
Yeah.
So I'm in the 4-hole. Cole's batting leadoff, and then Ryan's on the turn. This is our first SuperFlex mock of the year, but we will have a live in-person draft video coming where we do a SuperFlex draft with the whole office. Ton of fun. Very excited for that, but this is a good practice round for a number of people in here. So let's get this puppy going. Any decision to be made here, Cole, with Mr. 101?
No, this ain't your standard PPR league. This ain't your old man's league. This is SuperFlex.
Yep.
We need a quarterback at pick 1, and Josh Allen is the clear best quarterback.
Yeah,
it's that easy.
I think it's pretty easy as well.
Yeah, there's no way you're going running back there.
Oh, we had a little mix-up with Lamar. Wow, we had Lamar and go before Herbert. Okay, so
now that's the decision.
I'm gonna go with. I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey because I have Christian McCaffrey as my 101 in non-Superflex leagues, and I think this is a really good value for the first back off the board here. Otherwise, I would definitely have gone Lamar Jackson. I was hoping I could get Lamar Jackson, to be honest.
Interesting.
And we're gonna get to you all the way at 12. Are you going to go? You have a good chance to go 2 really good quarterbacks. Like that's probably how I would play it with the 12. Like because you're gonna have to wait so long for it to come back, you could be getting a really shitty crop of QBs left. But again, that's just me. I remember I did in the live draft we did. I didn't take enough quarterbacks, and it absolutely screwed me.
Yeah, it was kind of just a big gap of quarterbacks, and then it starts again with Dak.
I don't think I'm gonna go back to back.
Yeah. I mean, you got one of the guys you're high on in Jalen Hurts. It's there.
Yeah, that's who I'm going to go with for sure. I really like Jalen Hurts this year. You know, the run-heavy offense. And, I mean, they have all the tools to do it, too. Great O-line, great crop of running backs. And now with A.J. Brown, too, he's a huge addition to the running game, too, as a blocker. So Jalen Hurts for sure. And then this one's a little tough.
Wait, did you say Jalen Hurts is a blocker?
No, sorry. No, A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is good as a receiver blocker,
yes.
You know? Out there, underestimated in the run game for sure. So I think I'm gonna go Eckler here, but I don't mind. No, I gotta go Eckler. Yeah, Eckler's easy. He's my running back 3 I have. So I mean, getting him as the running back 3 in this draft.
Mr. Avery Chenier does not have a quarterback yet. That is a bold strategy, Cotton.
See how it pays out.
Trevor Lawrence is gonna be mine.
All right. So coming back to me again, I didn't go QB, so that would definitely be the biggest thing on my mind right now. Would be quarterback, and Trey Lance would be the guy I'm highest on. What have we seen? 7, 8, 9 quarterbacks off the board right now. I would assume Sandy's going to be taking a quarterback here in front of me. He can hear everything I'm saying, so probably take Trey Lance from me. But again,
TB12.
He decided not to. So.
Coming back from vacation, right in training camp, thrusting those hips. Nice, yeah. Andy. Good job.
So I'm looking at, Diggs is still available too, but I gotta go QB. I'm gonna go Trey Lance because I like the upside he can give me as my QB1.
I was hoping you didn't take Trey Lance there. I was gonna go 2 QBs, but I already have 1. I already have the top QB, so I'm gonna take 2 non-QBs here and kick QB down the road.
You can go with you can go with a nice stack here. I don't know if you're thinking about that, but
receiver, I'm looking at Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Debo. Running back, Joe Mixon. Really, there's no Nick Chubb and Saquon. I think are a tier below Mixon
for sure.
So I'm going. What do you think of this stat? Mixon, and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, that's what I would go to. That's awesome.
And Josh.
Or you would, and you get the Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs stack there. That's what I think T-Mac was alluding to.
Yeah, I like that
Oh.
stack. That would feel good. That would feel really good in the third
Feel
round.
real good.
So coming back to me, I'm looking at I'm either Aaron Rodgers or I'm probably or I'm Debo. Yeah, I'm either Aaron Rodgers or Debo. Actually, Kamara available too. I'm probably Aaron Rodgers or Kamara here, and I'm probably I think I'm going to go with Kamara. I think it's really good value. I want to go 2 quarterbacks here, but I think it's hard to pass up on Kamara in the third. I really like what I can. I'm not
Sandy, I
typically
like how your draft's
running back
turning
heavy.
out there, pal. I like it. Much better than the last time we did this.
Let me as we get through here. Okay, so Ryan, now that I guess I should keep it up here so everybody can see, but Hurts and Eckler.
I mean, I think this is a no. I want to say this is a no-brainer, but maybe it's not as much as a no-brainer as I thought. Actually, yeah, it is. So I'm taking Aaron Rodgers here for sure.
Yeah, I'm surprised he made it this far.
That's great value in a SuperFlex league to get Aaron Rodgers in the third round. Just even though his receiving core is brutal, we've seen him do far better with much worse.
I'm pretty sure this could be.
He turns James
completely
Jones
guessing.
into a freaking Hall of Fame receiver when he was on the Packers.
I mean, Mahomes is going at number 6. He's got a
I'm pretty sure
receiver. His
Rodgers-
best receiver had 200 yards last year.
I'm pretty sure Rodgers' numbers without Devontae are actually still very good.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I think the next pick I'm going with is a guy that we've talked about all offseason long, Mike Evans. Whoops.
Yep. I think that's a good pick
Yeah,
there
Mike
too.
Evans there. I'm not going to reach on a running back there. I don't love Fournette this year, so I'm fine with missing out on him, especially the fact that I have Eckler. So
I love the balance you have with your first 4 picks of Hurts, Eckler, Rodgers, Evans.
Thanks, man.
Good balance there.
I wish this was a real league.
Now,
Look
I'm
at the
looking-
computer taking AJ Brown. What an idiot! Oh my God, what an idiot!
We're looking at a nice the run on non QBs is quite nice here. I do like to see that. I am 1 pick away from getting exactly who I want, and I just can't say it out loud because the guy picking is in the room right now. Somebody in the room already said who I'm going to pick, so now I can say it. I want Justin Fields to fall to me. I'll take this. I want to take this upside with QBs.
Don't do it, Sandy.
But
Do it.
yeah, well, he might snipe me if he does.
Oh my God, you took that idiot.
So I'll easily. Justin Fields is a pick for me. I mean, Kittle is certainly a nice option.
He's staring
still
at
there.
you right in between.
Yeah.
eye
Otherwise, I'd be
sockets.
looking at Brees. It'd be Kittle, Brees Hall, and Justin Fields in a 2 QB league. I want to ensure that I have, especially with Trey Lance, who I'm. The 49ers are very confident in what he can provide, but at the same time, it's you've got to be able to be safe enough to have 2 really capable guys. I think Fields can be a top 12 QB this year.
Yeah, I'm going on the less safe side. I'm waiting again to take QB and kicking that to the 6th or even 7th round. So looking at running backs, Brees Hall and Etienne are the guys I really like. And Brees Hall, I'm honestly kind of out on. I'm kind of down on him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be as good. I think Michael Carter is actually a really good second running back and will take a lot of snaps from him. I mean, it's kind of the same thing for Etienne. James Robinson will definitely do a lot in that offense, but his receiving upside I like more than Brees Hall, so I'm going with Etienne as my second running back. And then at receiver, I think it's pretty obvious. It's Michael Pittman, DK, and Terry. And if I took DK, Ryan might pass out right now.
I would pass out. If you took DK Metcalf right now in this SuperFlex league at that spot, I'd actually just fall off my chair.
So I'll be going with Michael Pittman.
Thank you so much.
I like Pittman this year. He's been sticking out in camp significantly. Like Alec Pierce has been running with the Wednesday.
Has
the
Matt
entire
Ryan
training
played
camp.
a preseason game yet?
Good question. I don't know because Sam Ellinger's looked really good.
So
in
and
preseason.
Foles has looked pretty
And
good
Foles
too.
has played too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he might not. He actually. You might be right. He might not have. Man, I'll tell you right now. Kirk Cousins still being available right now is something that might be way too nice to pass up. Like I'll have 3 really good QBs that I can even go and look at matchups and make decisions on. I think that's too good to pass up for me. I'm taking Kirk Cousins.
Nice, man. Good pick.
So I think
Good pick.
for me, the advantage
Yeah.
I have with 3 QBs, I'm not sure. I don't think anyone else in our draft here has 3 QBs.
No.
Yeah, nobody else in the draft here has 3 QBs. I'll have the advantage of being able to find a ton of value in rounds 6 through 8. With everybody else, there's going to be a point here, and Ryan and Cole are going to have a problem with this. I think if there's going to be a massive run on QBs as people kind of panic and make sure they have that second guy, that I can take advantage of some really good value on some players at other positions.
So in this spot,
So I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that about you. You have 2 QBs set up. It's more Cole,
and
then
I'm
team 2.
gonna wait for my third quarterback. I think at this point,
All the top 3 teams just have 1 QB in. Just haven't.
Yeah, I'm actually
I don't
gonna
have to worry about the
I'm gonna
comeback
because
turn.
I want no part of Antonio Gibson. Although Deontay Johnson is appetizing at this spot, this Steelers offense is really making me putting my head in a blender at this point. Deontay Johnson has gotten a lot of targets over the last couple of years, but he had a completely different quarterback, Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. I really have no idea what kind of value these guys are going to give on the receivers in this offense. So I'm going to take the more certain that I know that Russell Wilson's going to be able to throw the ball and take Cortland Sutton here, and then go back at it with Josh Jacobs. Because I really like Josh Jacobs this year. I think he'll be great in this offense. Now there's a couple more mouths to feed. I know that might sound crazy, but I think they just won't have as much ability to stop the run, and Josh Jacobs can pretty much play all over the field.
Nice. I like that turn you had there. I really do. I think that was solid. I think you're building out a quality roster there,
Thanks,
Mr.
man.
Sura. Building out a quality roster.
Yeah,
I
like that.
Now I don't even need to pay too much attention to QB, like I said. To me, the guys I'm looking at, the guy who takes the longest on this that isn't on the show to take picks, I know I'll have time to chat. He did take the guy I wanted,
Dillon,
AJ
of
Dillon.
course. Nice, Andy.
So now I'm looking Jerry Judy as a good option in this spot. I know I've done a really I've Kamara and CMC. I love that as my two running backs. So now I can pretty much exclusively look at wide receiver unless I see some really good value at running back. And at this point in the draft, I'm not high on a lot of these guys. So I'm going Jerry Judy with this pick. I've said it in previous shows, but I think Judy, even though I'm higher on Sutton, can still be a top 20 guy this year, and I think he'll have good volume.
Yeah, Judy's who I wanted, but nonetheless. So I need a second QB here. As you're saying, if I wait again, I'm waiting for rounds 8 and 9. I really don't know what I'm going to get at that point. Mm-hmm. And I think the top QB is staring me in the face. Trevor Lawrence, right there. I think he's in
Not
for
Matt Ryan?
No.
No, JT.
No. Yeah, I think Lawrence is in for a huge bounce back season. I think him and the Jags are going to be quite good next year.
It's some distant QB2s that are now available on the board.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah. So a lot of receivers here: Brandon Cooks, Allen Robinson, Amari Cooper. But I got to go with the guy I've taken in I think every mock draft we've done, and I've talked about in damn near every video, and that's Juju.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I like the Cooks pick. I like the Mooney pick. Those are 3 good receivers off the board there in the beginning of the 7th round. All great options.
We're in the 7th now. If I'm looking at wide receiver, like I said, I think my top options would be Amon-Ra and Rashad Bateman, followed by Allen Robinson. But I think the tight end position is actually, this is a guy that I found in 1 QB leagues, I haven't found the right value on Schultz in terms of his ADP and then some guys available. But here, this feels like the perfect spot for me in round 7 of a SuperFlex league to fill out the tight end position with Dalton Schultz in an offense that has plenty of vacated targets. Schultz has obviously had a big season with Dak last year, and there's a good opportunity for him to continue that this year and probably be the second passing option behind CeeDee Lamb. So I'm feeling good. I short up running back, tight ends filled out, and then I've got Judy, and I've got Judy as right now my number 1 wide receiver, surprisingly. But there's a lot of good value, I think, for me in these next few rounds. What are you thinking here, Ryan?
So I was thinking about taking Matt Ryan, but his buy is the same as Aaron Rodgers, so that would just be silly because literally be one of the main reasons why I would take him to replace one of my starters. But that just doesn't make sense at this point. So I'm going to wait on quarterback. I don't really think I think Mac Jones might be there for a little bit longer. A couple guys that interest me down the board, Gabe Davis for sure at this spot. Even Zach Ertz. We've talked about tight ends. a lot, and we've talked about how the fact if you miss on Zach Ertz at this point, I wouldn't reach on Freiermuth or Gesicki. I think it's either Ertz and then you fall back on like Cole Kmet or even Albert O, a guy that I'm starting to like a lot more. But I am going to look at Gabe Davis, I think, here. The running backs that are still around don't really excite me, and there's some that are going to go a little bit later. I think even Mike Thomas, though, I think Gabe Davis has a little bit more certainty in the fact that he's going to play football for sure this year. So I'm going to take Gabe Davis there.
Michael Thomas is the example of there's discussion of this hamstring injury right now, and that is enough for me to be like, I ain't touching him.
I totally agree. I actually might go quarterback here, or Zach Ertz. I don't know. No, I'm going to go Zach Ertz. I think getting a tight end now, and then I don't have to worry about it after, and there's some running backs that I can kind of feast on, and even receivers that have a lot of value later on.
All right. Now, I'm probably, again, focused in on wide receiver, like I mentioned, so some players that I'm looking at. I'd be looking at Adam Thielen, Treylon Burks, Chris Olave. Looking at the guys above, I like Drake London's talent. I'm worried about, can he score enough? Can he make big plays? He's a guy that I'm just not completely in on this year. I don't know what it is like that really has me not even wanting to do it whatsoever, but I don't know. It's not a guy that I'm taking a shot on. So again, if I'm going back, I might as well take a peek at running back. Miles Sanders, someone I talked about early on as a must-draft guy. He hasn't been looking great in training camp. I'm surprised to see Kenneth Gainwell having, someone looking like he might be on the precipice of surpassing him. So I'm going to wait. If it comes back on the turn, I could target him. But I'm going to be more focused in on wide receiver. I'm going to go with Chris Olave, and I'm going to take him over Michael Thomas because I do think that these Michael Thomas question marks are legit and they're real. This hamstring injury is not something I want to mess with Michael Thomas. And I'm willing to. I know I have Alvin Kamara, but Chris Olave is someone that could take over as the top option.
We know Chris Olave is going to be doing football. We really don't know if Michael Thomas is going to be doing football at any point this year.
That's facts, brother.
So I need a tight end. I wanted Ertz, and as you were saying, behind Ertz, and I kind of think Dawson Knox, there's not a lot of tight ends I like. Dawson Knox is still left, so I'm going to take him before it falls to the bottom tier tight ends, which is Freiermuth.
I was watching. I don't mind the Dawson Knox picks. I was watching preseason over the past 2 weeks, right? I keep forgetting that OJ Howard is on the Bills too.
Is he going to play?
Well, he was playing in the preseason. I don't know whatever that means, obviously, but
OJ Howard's been a lot of hype. Nothing's really come to fruition.
Yeah, exactly. He was first round pick, was he not?
Or
maybe beginning of the second.
Second, I can't remember off the top of my head, but
my second pick. There's 8 receivers at the top of the board, pretty much. Michael Thomas, Drake London, but I'm going with another rookie who I think has a ton of upside in Treylon Burks.
Yeah, nice.
I still like Treylon.
That's
the
my
news
fourth
is not
receiver.
good. I still like him.
Which news are you referring to now?
All of it.
Kyle Phillips.
Oh yeah, he is an incredible route runner. At least in the drills, they make him look like he's fucking Randy Moss out there.
Did you see the video of Wan'Dale Robinson and Kenny Galladay's running this cone drill next to each other? And it was like, look at how bad Kenny Galladay can't move anymore.
Mac product, man.
Miles Sanders made it back to me. So Miles Sanders is my third running back. I think I'm willing to do that. Yeah, Miles Sanders, my third running back. I will take the bait. Avery took Elijah Moore he noticed him quite early, it seemed like, and I wasn't able to get him. That bothers me.
I sniped on him on Raw, that's why.
Okay.
Avery's horrible at fantasy football.
He knows some of the guys. He knows the good guys.
He is the guy.
He knows the right sleepers. And yet another pick while we're waiting. There we go. I'm going to make that pick.
Good pick, Sandy. Good pick.
13 rounds we're doing here, so he's still got a little bit of ways to go. And there's still
really good.
There's still some quarterbacks left that I like.
SuperFlex is definitely the way to go. Keeps all those. Keeps so many players later on the drafts that are available, and you get rid of all the quarterbacks, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, I lied.
A lot of quarterbacks going now.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is where the quarterback
Avery,
run looks like it's coming.
You asshole. Okay, but it's okay because my other guy is still there, Devin Singletary. In this round, I think he's definitely a really good option in this offense. I just think they're going to score so many points. So Singletary over James Cook for sure, even though James Cook probably went way early in this draft, right? Or maybe not. Maybe
No.
somewhere
He
else.
hasn't gone yet.
He is gone.
I
Devin
really hope
Singletary
he
is still
hasn't gone
available.
yet.
Yeah, Devin Singletary. And then I'm going to look at receiver, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with a guy that Cole's actually really high on this offseason, a guy who's been surprising most people, Brandon Ayuk. I think he has a really good relationship with Trey Lance at this point, and he's more of a deep threat, I think, than Debo. He was, at least in the last year. Debo being that gadget guy. So I think Ayuk really has a chance to exceed a lot of his career highs at this point and just do way better than his ADP.
Great pick.
What
I know
is
who
Avery-
I know
what is
who my
Avery
other
gonna do?
quarterback is going to be, so I'm waiting.
Hunter Renfrow. Oh. No, those are a couple of the guys I wanted to see if D-Hop or Christian Kirk would make it to me. That is depressing.
There's James Cook. Nice pick, Keeler.
All right, I still have guys I like. I'm going to be looking to chase upside with these next two picks at wide receiver. I need some upside wide receivers. Okay, so running back. I'll just take a peek. If anyone, I'd be looking at Dameon Pierce, Ramondre Stevenson. Wide receiver, I want to chase some upside, and the two guys that are screaming that to me are Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney. So I'm going to go with Kadarius Toney as someone that I've been pumping up, even though I know as soon as I take Kadarius Toney, I know that Cole is going to take Sky Moore when it gets to him. So do I take Sky Moore just because I know I know you will take Sky Moore when it gets to you? Will you take Kadarius Toney though?
Who knows?
I'm going to go Kadarius Toney. No, I'm going to go Sky Moore. Sky Moore.
Take
Sky
Toney.
Moore. I think there's a bit more upside with Sky Moore, so I'm going to go more.
I actually wasn't going to take Toney or Moore until Ramondre Stevenson just went. I was going to go.
Well, 2 picks. You had 2 picks. Do you have 2 QBs? You only have 2 QBs,
Yeah,
right?
I have 2 QBs.
Jeez.
So I was looking at Dameon Pierce and Ramondre Stevenson at running back. Stevenson just went. So I'm going to go Pierce as my third running back, first bench guy. Well, it should be the running back 1 for the Texans by week 6. I don't like Marlon Mack at all. And I just got a starting running back in the 10th round. So
Yeah,
I think that's
I think
great
even
value.
reaching there, I think he could be starter way earlier
Yeah,
than
immediately.
that.
Yeah.
Week 4. Like, I'm setting the bar at that.
And then at receiver, I didn't want to have to do it, but I am going to have to take Kadarius Toney.
Okay, I'm going to make your life miserable then and take a quarterback, I think that's what I'm going to do.
Nice. Little revenge picks here.
It's either Davis Mills or Marcus Mariota for me. I think if you're in a 2 QB league, I still think you should try to get 4 quarterbacks on your roster. If I'm not taking quarterback, the other guys that would be available would be taking a handcuff like Alexander Madison or Rashad White, Kenny Gainwell, and then a wide receiver, be looking at probably a George Pickens, Tyler Lockett, even Russell Gage. So I'm going to go QB, and I'm going to go with Davis Mills. Davis Mills had the best deep ball QBR in the NFL last year. Crazy. I'm not a huge believer in Davis Mills, but this is a guy who's the guaranteed starter for 16 weeks, and that's valuable and is a great trade piece with some people who might only have taken two QBs and are in a bind.
That's your 4th QB, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could just be trading QBs.
Yeah. That's what I had to do in the league. I took 2 QBs in, and one of them was Jameis Winston, who's bad.
Yeah.
What do you want to do here, Ryan?
I'm going to take a quarterback.
Yeah, the QBs are getting thin. There's like
I'm going to take a
3
quarterback
definite
for
starters
sure.
left.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably a receiver. Oh,
Avery's on one for you now.
Avery just took the quarterback I was going to take. I was going to take Baker Mayfield because I literally can't take Marcus Mariota because he has the same buy as fucking Aaron Rodgers too.
Now there's 2 starting QBs.
I wouldn't worry too much about that. Well, I get what you're saying.
I need to replace him.
I know, but that's what week is it?
14.
Yeah, it's a long ways away. A lot can change.
Yeah,
that week.
for
You can
sure,
make a
but
trade.
I'd
You might have
rather-
picked someone up off the wire.
But like, really, like, am I really hindering myself that much if I take Goff instead of Mariota? Probably not.
No, I think Mariota might have some more upside because he
Yeah.
can run. But
But-
otherwise,
Yeah, so
we're not
I'm
looking at
going
high
to take
ceilings.
Jared Goff, even though like he had some big weeks last year. He finished as like the QB 20, I think, or something like that, which I guess at this point is like
late in
pretty
the season,
on
you
par.
could have Jamison Williams back too.
Yeah,
that'd
so
be honestly
I think
Jamison
this
Williams
offense
and Monra
is going to be better. Like their O line has gotten substantially better through draft picks over the last 2 years, signing guys as well. So
Think
Jared
about
Goff,
the Lions' offense: Hawkinson, Swift, Amon-Ra, Jamison Williams. By the end of the year, that's there's some nice
DJ
weapons
Chark.
for him. Sure, if you want. Yeah, he's good.
Um,
CJ Stroud will look
okay.
good in that. You're right.
And then I'm going to go with the resident Bengals fan pick here and take Tyler Boyd.
a little high floor, low ceiling guy.
Yeah.
Now we've got little run here till I'm up. There's a lot of ways I could go here. Wide receiver, I'm Jerry Judy, Chris Olave, Sky Moore. So I think I need to make some more investments into wide receiver. Is definitely what I'll need to do. Obviously, the upside on these guys here is pretty low. Other than I do have Dalton
Jalen
Schultz.
Tolbert?
I do have Dalton Schultz, so it does concern me about also having Jalen Tolbert, but his upside is something that's really going to be hard for me to resist doing, so I am going to go with Jalen Tolbert.
Nice.
Just don't take a QB. Beautiful. So, as Tyler has mentioned many times, you need QBs in SuperFlex. I only got 2 QBs, so with my last 2 picks, I'm going with 2 QBs. There's only one definite starter left in Mariota, and then it's Trubinsky and Pickett, and you really don't know who's going to start what weeks for them.
Yep.
So I'm going with the definite starter, Mariota, and then my second pick, I'm going with the higher upside between Trubinsky and Pickett, and the guy who should be starting in the second half of the year, and that's Pickett. And hope one of them can become a decent
I like
third
that, actually.
QB.
That's some logical thinking there.
I could definitely keep going with wide receiver and look at Jameson Williams, George Pickens. I wouldn't look at Michael Gallup since I have most of the receiving options on the Cowboys. But I think Rashad White as a backup handcuff is too good to pass up in the 13th.
Oh, someone took Tyler Algier.
Yep.
The hell?
Team
And the
Otherwise-
computer, too.
Otherwise, I would definitely, if you're in a Superflex league, I'd probably go to 14 or 15 rounds just to ensure depth at other, so people can have depth at other positions.
Yeah, I got no backup tight ends or anything right now.
Yeah, who'd you take with tight end, though?
I have Dawson
Knox,
Knox,
right?
which
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah.
He's a decent tight end, but
I was more like, I think I only have 4 wide receivers, 4 running backs.
true. Yeah, and you need 3
And then
receivers.
four
too.
QBs. So
Yeah, I mean, at this point, let's see if there's anyone further down the list that I might have
Last
forgotten
pick,
about.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take Brian Robinson with all the talk going on with Antonio Gibson and take a flyer on him. I've got a lot of receivers, so might as well add another high upside, I guess you could say, running back at this point, considering the unknown of this RB backfield in Washington.
all right, how are we feeling about
we have one more
how we
pick.
did? Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh, it is 14 rounds.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Okay, so never mind. Not my last pick. What? Oh, okay. I'll just take this guy too, since this could be the underrated stack of the year, and take Romeo Dubes.
Oh, I was just looking at him like,
good pick.
that could be interesting.
And I'm fine with finishing with 3 quarterbacks. I get what they're saying with the 4 quarterback rotation, but I mean, I really like my 2.
Otherwise, you're just looking at
Yeah.
either
You got to
Jacoby
take flyers
Brissett,
on
Geno
guys.
Smith.
Yeah, like
Those are
Desmond
your only
Ridder or
options.
something like that.
At least starters, your only options.
Yeah.
So I would be looking running back side. I'm looking at
Sorry, can I
Raheem
just
Mostert,
pause
Gus
one second?
Edwards.
Did Levi just take Calvin Ridley? The
Yeah,
guy
he
who was
did.
suspended for the entire season?
Yeah, good job, Levi.
A nice tribute. He wants
Sharp.
to ruin the draft.
Levi, that's
Sure,
sharp.
you.
Isaiah Pacheco. So Isaiah Pacheco, Gus Edwards, Raheem Mostert, Sony Michel. Those would be a bunch of RBs that I think are handcuff-worthy guys. Wide receiver, I'd be looking at Rondell Moore, just with the absence of DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah,
And then Marquise
that's what I
Brown's injury issues, he could be someone to consider. Alec Pierce is the number 2 if you really believe in what Matt Ryan can do coming over from Atlanta. Isaiah McKenzie, Josh Palmer. Those are 2 other guys I'd be interested in.
Nico
as well as
Collins, interesting option
Wandale
too.
Robinson. I'm going to go... Yeah, I got to go wide receiver as much as I think another handcuff running back would be good. But I'm going to go wide receiver. And someone I'm pretty high on, if you've watched the show, is Isaiah McKenzie. I really think that he could be the second option that gives you a better week-to-week confidence being in that slot position, taking over from a role that Cole Beasley had where he had over 100 targets in 2 straight years. And McKenzie's a great after-the-catch guy that could turn those short plays that Beasley had and modest yardage total into a massive one and maybe break some big scores too.
Yeah, I wanted one of those receivers. I wanted Devontae Parker, Moore, and McKenzie, to be honest, but they all went. So I'm looking at running back, and it's between Marlon Mack, who might start out the season as a starter, but as we talked about, Dameon Pierce, I think will take his job, and I don't love him in fantasy. So I'm going with the Bears backup running back, Khalil Herbert, who's had a great preseason camp and played well when Montgomery was hurt last year.
Yeah, nice.
Mr.
Nice.
Irrelevant.
All right, boys. How are we feeling about how we did here? I really like my start.
team.
I'm a little worried about my wide receiver position, if I'm being completely honest.
I love my team.
But quarterback settled, which is always a concern in SuperFlex. So I'm glad I had that
Yeah,
settled.
I really like my quarterbacks I have. I like my starting wide receivers, and I like my depth. Other than I wish I did get a better third quarterback. I maybe underestimated where people were going to take Davis Mills because that was going to be my pick, but that's all right.
All right.
Sometimes
Cole?
it happens that way.
I like my team. I really like my team.
I'm glad you do. I hope you guys like your team. You drafted them, right?
Yep, that's true. That is
Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. Giveaway. I mentioned
Yeah.
it again at the top of the
Get
video.
a free jersey for damn sake.
Yeah.
At least try.
Yeah, you might as well. Subscribe to the channel and then send us a DM on Twitter or send me a message in our Discord channel. You will be entered for a jersey of your choice and $100 of site credit to OwnersBox. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.